it started.
Look, you buy a Christmas tree. That's so cute. Oh, do I need to go over more? Nice.
Welcome, you guys. Okay. Should we just wait one more minute and get, oh, there's more people. Look at this. Here they come.
Here we go. Like it. Everyone's awake.
Well, yeah, they're here.
Yeah. We're sort of here.
Okay, I will keep an eye on the people, Cindy.
Okay, so I'm going to start. Yeah. Good morning. Cheers. I welcome everybody. I'm Cindy. For those who I don't know, there's faces I don't know and some I do. I love that people are putting their makeup on. I think this is amazing. I'm really glad that we're all here together. Jen and I had this concept. Well, we've sort of talked about it on and off, you know, in different ways for the last few years. And just finally, we just sat down together and we're like, oh, you know what, why don't we just put this together? And it's sort of the concept of just basically us choosing ourselves. And we're so glad that everyone else has said, yeah, let's just choose us a little bit. And Jen and I are both moms. I have two boys. Mine are 13 and almost 10. You know, we all are trying to scramble to find time. And that is something that we all kind of laugh at, going like, how do I find this time to find time for myself? And so we just thought, you know, there are ways that you can do a few little things for yourself without having to carve out extra time. And so that's what we wanted to share with you guys here today. So welcome, everyone.
Yay. I am Jen, for those of you who don't know me. And same thing, Cindy and I sat in her basement and we're always creating. We're creative humans. And I've gone on quite a journey over the last 5 years after my second child. So I have a 5-year-old and a 9-year-old. And postpartum anxiety, depression hit me hard after my second. But I'm such a sparkly human personality, no one caught it for quite a while. And so it has been a pretty wild journey of finally getting the empowerment of a diagnosis of anxiety. It was empowering. It was like, oh, that's what this is. And from there, just going to trainings. I'm an elementary school teacher. I actually quit. I no longer teach elementary school. That actually I did 12 years, and that was creating anxiety in me. I became a fitness instructor. I am like a personal development junkie. So lots of real focus on mindfulness. So that's where Cindy and I just connect and we kind of nerd out over all of it and the habits and creating. But again, 2 kids, busy, we're busy people. So how do we find those minutes for ourselves within things we're already doing? And that's what we hope to share with you guys today and the next 3 days. And I'll be your guide as well at lunchtime. If anyone can join me at noon in the Facebook group, we're going to do just mini pockets of PIO. So I'm only going to give you a little piece of a class that I teach. Today is flow. It's really beautiful, kind of lyrical dance feeling without dancing. And it's going to be to some killer music, setting an intention. I was a non-yogi for a long time. I said, I'm too hyper for yoga. I don't have time to calm down. Just let me have like a killer workout class and, you know, kick my butt. I don't have time for that slow stuff. And again, on this journey, I've realized yoga is so fueling for me. So you'll find my yoga is a little bit faster, a little bit. I say it's for people who maybe don't love yoga or a little bit of movement throughout. We don't hold poses. So that'll be at noon every day as well. And I'm just so excited you guys are here. Like, I can't wait. Cindy's going to do something with us today, meditating without meditating. And again, I was the human that said, I don't meditate. I will not. And after now a year in, and I adore it. But this technique that Cindy's going to share with us is for those uh, moments where we just don't have another minute of time to add on the sitting in stillness and meditating. So I'll let you explain it more, Cindy, now.
Well, and I should explain for those I didn't actually say who I really was, but I am a psychic and a medium, and that is part of my business now for all of you. It's taken me about 8 years of doing spiritual work. I do have a day job. I'm a licensing officer for daycares, but I do now that's kind of moving away, and this is what I do for a lot of the time. So it's I kind of going into myself and realizing for a long time I thought that was what is a psychic? What is all of that? And now that's what I do. So that's me. So meditating for me, I couldn't do it. It was something I was like yelling at my children. I was like, I need to find a cushion, and I need to sit down, and I'm supposed to sit here, and I'm supposed to visualize a mountain, and I needed to find this time and just be quiet. I'm supposed to meditate. And then I was doing that, and I found I was so stressed all the time because I was trying to do this thing that was supposed to calm me. And how was I calming myself when I was constantly stressed about what I was supposed to do that was calming me? And then while I was in this zone, I was realizing I thought I was failing at meditating because I couldn't visualize what they were telling me I was supposed to do. So it was this constant thing in my head of that I wasn't succeeding at what I was doing. So over time, what I've discovered is this beautiful method called meditating without meditating, which I can do in meetings, which I do. I do at the dinner table. I do when I'm, taking my kids to soccer and it's becoming really, really stressful, or they're really, really loud. And it's the ability to be able to go to the empty space. I'm just looking at some notes over here. The ability to go to that void space behind our thoughts. And that's where you do want to go. It's you want to go to quiet the mind. And we don't go there often enough. I don't know how many people have the constant, like, I gotta get this, I gotta go to the grocery store, I've got to do this, I gotta do that. So by emptying the mind, you can do it in about 30 seconds, but by sitting there and thinking of empty spaces. So it's very simple. You just close your eyes, or even you don't have to close your eyes, but then you think about as many empty things as possible. This could be like this empty cup, to the space between two cars. So the car, then the gap, then another car. You think of the gap between. You can think of a bucket. You can think about air. You can think about that list, and as long as that list is, but as soon as you begin to get to that space of empty, your mind thinks of empty rather than trying to fill it. And by doing this, you are calming yourself. And we can do that probably 5 to 10 times a day, but you immediately calm rather than stress. And you can do this in the Starbucks line. You can do this anywhere you want, but it's a little pocket for yourself of peace that you can get to quickly. And you'll find you can do that in a meeting and just go, oh, okay, empty. And visualize that line for yourself. And it slows you down. It brings you to calm and brings you back to you. I don't know how people think about that, but it really does work.
Yeah. Another thing that I was supposed to start with, and then I realized we haven't done. I didn't ground us. Something I do for myself and for others around me. Sometimes when that buzz happens, and I thought we could do it right now, is to just sit. You can close your eyes if you want and just take a deep breath in right now through your nose and feel the chair under you. Or if you're standing, feel the ground beneath you. And then just take your hand and put it on your heart. I actually want it on my skin. I don't like it. It's under my shirt. I need it there. You can do whatever you choose, but hold your heart, another breath in. Feel it beating, be in your body. And then just ask yourself, how are you? Just for you, how are you? Take another deep breath in through your nose and see if you can feel that answer, hear that answer, but not judge that answer. And you don't need to solve that answer, but you need to know that answer. So again, deep breath in. And just by knowing the answer, how are you for yourself, without thinking of the to-do list of how you can fix it, just know it and feel it. That's like one step further to moving through it, because what we've been learning is that emotions stay in our body. And if we don't allow them to be there and know them and feel them, they can get stuck in our body and they can cause, different types of pain and chronic pain or what have you. So knowing it, and then today, now you know your answer, grabbing onto Cindy's meditating without meditating, so that throughout the day, you're kind of coming back to that empty, to that void. It lets your brain and your body kind of process it through. You don't have to do a lot about it, but just knowing that answer and then taking these pockets of peace for you throughout the day. If you guys can try it today, we'd love to hear if you do try Cindy's meditating without meditating. Did it work? Not that it's working, don't overthink that either, but did your answer change throughout the day of how are you? Like, take those minutes. You don't have to, maybe not in Walmart, closing your eyes, hand on heart, but I'll be in the lineup with my kids and I'm doing this. And asking myself, how are you? And I think it's knowing that answer, because we are very busy and we forget to check in with ourselves. So it helps us work through emotions, even just knowing the answer and accepting and honoring the answer. Whether it's positive, negative, doesn't matter. Just knowing it is huge. Yeah.
Yeah, the truth is, and I also forgot to mention that at the beginning too, I am a Reiki practitioner and I've been doing a lot of work over the last 8 years I'm doing a training all on energy codes, and a lot on what we hold in our physical body has to do with things that we have not sorted emotionally. I myself am definitely one that has gone through this. I own that. And so, but learning over the years that we're not paying attention always physically to ourselves, and we do just carry on forward. And the more we can, our mind wants us to stop. Our mind wants us to slow down and pay attention to what our body is physically saying to us. Our body is basically all the time just saying, listen, listen. So going into that void is actually where we'll really truly get the answers we want. So that it's uncomfortable for us to do that because we're not used to it. We want to stay busy, busy, busy. We all do it. But when you get into that void and quiet, that's when your mind can reset, recharge, and take in more that's actually healthy for you. So it's a beautiful way to just get back to yourself. We're just not used to it always. And when I started to do that, that's actually when my intuition came in, and when I actually started to really begin to develop it more for myself and trust it. Mm-hmm. Did you want me to finish off with the final thing?
Yeah, I thought does anybody have anything to share? I know that's could be intimidating at 6:45 in the morning, but to share, or any questions you guys have for us about the course in general, what we're doing for the next 3 days, or any of the things that we've shared today. And you can always type it in the chat too, if you don't want to talk. I'm so that person. I'm like, look down and away.
Yeah, look off to the side. We like conversation. Haley. Hi.
I love the analogy of the empty bucket or an empty space. So it's so easy to go to. And yeah, thank you for sharing. It's been a great morning, ladies. Thank you.
Oh, good. Nice to see you.
You too.
Yeah, I really, to me too, it made so much sense. So that's why I just was like, I need to share it. Because as soon as I had that, and the analogy of being able to sit somewhere where you're feeling overwhelmed and you can still look like you're focused, but you're not.
And we're trying to keep these really little bite-sized pieces on purpose for you, for all of us, because if we have a massive to-do list on top of, that's not the point. The point is, what can I have with me to add a little, pop in these mundane tasks or throughout my day. And so our encouragement to you is, like, we all get it, right? It's a small little pop that you have in your pocket, right? Your pocket of peace, and just having that throughout the day, rather than us giving you a massive meditation and all these things. That it's like, it might work, you slowly get it into your routine, but these are your pops. They're meant to be teeny, and will make a difference if you intentionally use pop every day, just wherever you can pop it in. Listen to me, I'm so cheesy.
I like it.
Hi, Doms. Dominique's known me since grade 11, I think. So she's like, oh yeah, there's Jen.
You get Jen and I together and it's ridiculous.
Oh,
but,
don't. No, we have to be careful.
I will too at the end read a card for everyone for their day. I will set the intention for our day. So what we wanted to end it with is something I'm learning right now, which it's really made an impact even in the last few weeks for me. So I really wanted to end it just because it's a nice way to end it, and it's really lovely. But if to do it once or twice a day, it's very simple. But if you're standing up and stretching, or if you're just in your room and you get up, it's a way to ground yourself. But it's also, should I stand up? Okay, I'm gonna stand up.
Show us what to do, Cindy.
Okay, everyone, you're just gonna see my polka dot leggings just a second. Okay, so this is my girly lounge, which looks like a 13-year-old room, but it's all I have, so I made it. Here we go. So it's to be able to hold yourself up like this, like a vessel or a chalice, and to do it at least once a day with your hands way up high, and to say, yes, I am. And it sounds at first really awkward, but when you actually hold your hands up, you're basically allowing the flow into yourself, and to just be able to stand like this and say it. Yes, I am. They're very, very solid words. And the theory I'm learning behind it is that when you say yes, rather than, yeah, I think so, you're really, truly standing behind who you are, and saying I am gives solidness to who you are. And so to be able to say that to yourself, yes, I am, is a truly giving yourself belief. So saying it, whether you're walking around the house and beginning to initiate it into your life, is a really, it feels very simple, but it truly resonates through your whole system. And I've been doing it just one small shift, and it's unbelievable how different I feel. So just lifting your arms up and saying, yes, I am. It's just a beautiful little thing, and wow, the flow is amazing. So that's a little.
Can I ask a question on that?
Yes.
So are you inputting other words after that phrase, or are you just...
Yes, so by solidly saying, yes, I am, is enough. But then to be able to change that into other places into your life. So to be able to say, I am ready. I am powerful. I am, and you can change it into whatever you want. The belief is that you start to see the life that you may want into the in you start to actually input it into who you are. Does that make sense
Wonderful.
here? Mhm.
Hmm.
Yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
Just a trellis. It could be like a giant wine glass too, if you wanted. Yes, yes, I am.
I think we did
Oh,
it. We did this. We're on time, and we can send everybody away to their day. Yes, I am. Like
can I
that.
give them a card?
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm just really proud of our time management.
That's because usually we are sticking on time. Usually we go off on tangents of glitter and glam. So when I do cards, I like to usually set the intention when I'm doing a one-to-one session, or and I usually allow it to be whatever the person I'm working with, whatever they might be thinking about or working through. So I brought the cards out knowing that this would be for a group. And I always believe when a group comes together, it's always the exact right amount of people, and there's an invisible thread for all of us. So I'm going to set this for all of us, and for our day ahead. Very excited. Oh, that's the card. Oh, now this is our card. Breathe into your heart and embrace all that you allow or resist. Feel this present moment as you enter the space of now. Slip into this stillness with an open heart and mind and feel the honesty of your being. Each moment of your life is filled with wonderment, challenges, joy, and sorrow. Allow all things to be as they are right now, and you will feel free to be who you are. Each moment releases the wisdom, love, and empowerment needed to bring balance to every situation, person, or place active in our energy in the moment. If you are focused somewhere else in space or time, you miss the gift, for the only time we ever truly have is now. Be present and feel the empowerment of your truth. I like that card.
Perfect. Well, I hope you guys have a beautiful day. I hope you find some pop and some pockets of peace for yourself. Oh, look, there's Lauren. Sorry. And is everybody in the Facebook group that is on Facebook? You all found your way there? Awesome, because that is where as much information, there'll be little pockets of peace throughout the day that will be popping in there. I love saying it. I'm sorry. I just think it's so good. And then, like I said, at noon Pacific Standard Time will be Pio. It will only be about 15 minutes today of Pio, and you don't need anything except your body. And it's very flowy today. Tomorrow will be only 5-6 minutes of it too. Just those little pieces of movement. Again, movement will help you with how you are feeling. It helps move it through too. So thank you guys for joining, and we'll see you in the group, or we'll see you tomorrow on the next Zoom.
Thank you, ladies.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Oh. Oh.
I'm going to stop the recording.